We're live, so you can go ahead and talk.
We're live. Hello, everyone.
There we are.
Welcome to Power Rangers Centurion Ridge. Hello. Welcome, one and all. This is a live stream brought to you by Alternis Productions and is focused on the Power Rangers tabletop game, as brought to us lovingly by Renegade Game Studios. We are very grateful for this. Players, welcome to the table. I'm going to give you a chance for you to describe your character a little later. So first, we're just going to go around and you can talk about yourself as a player, what you do for REM or elsewhere, and what you're excited for in this game. And I'll go first. I'm Panabon, Panajon, Zordon. I'm all kinds of monikers. I am GMing this lovely game. I'm very excited. This is part of the extended cinematic universe that begins in the Alternia Archive podcast with Becoming Mighty and Morphin slash the undisclosed title of season 2, which is yet to come because season 1 is still currently being unfolded. I'm excited about this because I've loved Power Rangers ever since they replaced the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in my heart of hearts, back when I was Nihaido Grasshopper. And I'm going to tell a wonderful story with these lovely folks. Speaking of lovely folks, let's start with Felix. We'll have Felix go first.
Hi, hello. Am I introducing myself as Felix, or am I introducing myself as a human being that is playing Felix?
You were introducing yourself as a human being, be it Chunky, John, however
Wonderful.
you wish to.
Hi, my name is John Blair. I go by Chunky Love on the internets. I'm really excited to play Felix Boucheron, a character of many things.
Yes. And if people recognize your voice, who else might have they heard you playing?
Oh, yes. You know, I also play another Pink Ranger on Becoming Mighty and Morphin. Our lovable, baseball-loving meathead Brick Kerrigan. So.
Yes. And then we'll move over to Eric, who is back reprising their role as Ace. Hello, Eric.
Hey, how are you? I'm Eric. I'm really not associated with REM. I'm, well, not really. I keep trying, but she never returns my calls anymore. I work for Norse Foundry. I'm the stream podcast liaison support. I used to be the booth manager. My new title is the CSO. I'm the Chief Schmoozing Officer now, so now I get to go to all the cons and talk to people. I will be playing Alex Ace Marie, formerly of Stone Canyon. He was the Stone Canyon Green Ranger, and he is a rebellious metalhead.
Fabulous. For all those who aren't up on what the Stone Canyon Rangers were doing, the Stone Canyon Rangers in this stream were part of the Streamathon last year where they were deputized for emergency purposes. And who knows how that went outside of the episodes. We'll move down to the other Stone Canyon Ranger. Katie Kirby is reprising her role. Hello, Katie. Welcome back.
Hi. I'm Katie. I'm known as Dungeon Mistress Katie on all of the socials, on TikTok specifically. And I am just super excited to be back doing this whole Ranger thing. Outside of the online space, which I do some things with REM, I'm on the Tuesday night Shadowrun game, and I just kind of get put in where I get asked to do things because when REM calls, I answer. It's how it works. Outside of this, I do theater all the time. I'm in an opera currently, and I do burlesque. And I love to sort of like bring in nerdlesque and all the things. So I'm actually doing 2 nerdy things next month on those lines too. So I'm really excited to do Ranger stuff because I've been a fan of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, well, obviously all the iterations, since Mighty Morphin Power Rangers when I was in 4th grade. And I've been a huge fan of the Yellow Ranger specifically, so I'm super excited to be bringing her back as Leah Mackenzie.
Yes. And then next to Leia, we have Isabits, who is everywhere in REM now, slowly taking over inch by inch, every stream, every day, every minute, every hour. Isabits, welcome.
I live here now. Hello. I am on like Clockwork with Pandavon every Sunday. I am on his Becoming Mighty and Morphin podcast with him and Brick. I play the Red Ranger Jane. I'm here. I am. Where else am I? I don't even know. Every other Tuesday, I'm on Lucas G Variety for the Yellow Ranger. And Fridays, I will be on Well of the World every other Friday here at Master of Rem.
Yes, starting this Friday, actually. Yeah. So it's a week of whole new content. You're also running Blades in the Dark a couple of times. Yeah. I was actually going to mention the Streamathon one, but now that you mentioned it, you are doing it elsewhere.
Yeah. I will be running Blades in the Dark for the Streamathon, so if you want to come and play with me, you are more than welcome. I always get the late slot just in case I suck. Then very few people are watching. So that's my that's my thought process. But I am also going to be on Gen Con TV tomorrow night, running a one shot of Blades in the Dark for some of my friends.
And that happens at 5 p.m. Pacific time, if I remember correctly, because the Rules of Cool is at 4 p.m. Pacific time.
I can barely tell what time it is in Central, let alone what time it is in Pacific.
Yes.
7 Central, I think 8 Eastern, if I'm correct.
And if you'd like to join either Blades in the Dark for the Streamathon or my Destination Investigations, I'm going to be running a ghost hunting stream based on this Power Ranger system, Essence 20. You can do player signups with us at Rem Alternis right now. Speaking of player signups, Grimnack is here. They've signed up to be a ranger. Welcome, Grimnack.
Hi. This is actually my first stream with Rem. I'm also actually going to be in the Well of the World game on Fridays. Most of the time most of the games I've been involved in are with Lucas G Variety. I'm playing both of their Tuesday games. We alternate between the Essence 20 system for Power Rangers actually this week. So I get to be a Power Ranger 2 days in a row. On opposite Tuesdays, we're playing Modifius's 2D20 Fallout game. So we're doing Fallout the ATL. It's pretty cool. I get to play Lucky, who is a vault dweller who knows nothing about the outside world. Considering I've played 0 Fallout games, most of his reactions are genuine.
All right, awesome. Happy to have all of you at the table. You'll notice if you're looking at the layout, if it has not been touched up at all, because I'm not seeing it personally. There is a 6th person, Reese. Reese is a ranger that will be off and on. This is secret audience knowledge, not something that the players know yet. And that character will be played by Brian C.P. Still when they are available. If you've recognized that name, they are part of the writing team for Renegade Studios that does Ranger stuff, potentially along with other things. I'm very excited to have them when they're available, but they're not available all the time. So they will be playing a mysterious person that comes in and out of the story as is necessary. And we're very excited for when they can make it. You also have a part to play as the audience. If you've never watched a REM stream before, we do have ways that you can participate in Twitch chat. If you're signed up with Twitch, you can become a member of the Ridge Ranger Ally Club. The name of the city is Centurion Ridge, so I'm going to call it the Ridge Ranger Ally Club. And this is a way that you can be a part of the Centurion Ridge Ranger experience. If you choose to follow Rem Alternis, and we'd love you to, you can choose a ranger or you can choose the GM, and you can give what's called an inspiration. And in this case, giving an inspiration will give an extra story point to the ranger or the GM that can be used at any time. Only once a scene, but at any time. If you want to give a Ernie Copper, that will allow for a ranger or GM of your choice to shift up on a skill check. If you want to give an Alpha Silver Point, it will give the ranger of your choice, or again, the GM, an edge for one roll. This is as though you're acting as giving lend assistance, which is one of a non-combat skill options for helping each other out. A rad bug gold point will give the ranger in question access to what's called the small town roots influence perk, even if they don't have it. And when a choice needs to be made, they can ask the GM a question with one or more options, and I can answer. Hopefully, not as cryptically as possible. I'm really good at answering cryptically. I will attempt to be both honest, but not just lead the ranger down the path. And then the big one is the Morphin Master Point if you subscribe to the Rem Alternis Twitch. And this is something where the ranger in question will choose if they want an important clue, a teleport to a safer location nearby for free, or a shift up of 2 on one roll, and that will be their choice when they have it. So the Ridge Ranger Ally Club has different options for you to participate in the life of the story and help the Rangers save Centurion Ridge. And of course, I can answer any questions people have about that. We have Isabitz, who's also doing our lovely tech, who's watching chat, and we'll make sure to get those points in. And come be a part of the experience, because this isn't just us telling a story. You're a part of it as an audience. You can help the Rangers make wiser decisions, win skill checks, or even turn the tide of battle. So don't be shy. And after all of that kind of getting started, I believe it is time to get more phenomenal and actually begin the story that we've also waited patiently for. Is everybody ready? I
I
heard
very much
someone.
am.
Okay. All right. Let's get going. Um, for those who played Rangers on other streams, aka in Stone Canyon, and are bringing that character into this part of the world, I've left it up to you. If you still have your other Power Coin or Morpher, you may have had times where it was on the fritz since your time in Stone Canyon after Eddie and Jane left. You may or not have stopped using it after a particularly memorable occasion that you may or may not want to talk about. And I want to leave it up to you how much you really hung out with the other Stone Canyon Rangers after Eddie and Jane left that particular fateful summer. Um, the other thing you get to decide, and this is for everyone, is what you do with your story point. At the beginning of each session, you will get a story point that you can spend. They do accrue and roll over. It's not like Verizon minutes that expire at the end of the month. Please remember to take your story point at the beginning of every episode in case I forget to tell you. Um, Story points have a lot of really great uses, and if you ever have questions about story points, I believe I put them in a handout in here, and if I didn't, I apologize for that. But story points, they can be used basically to re-roll things and do things like that. I'll make sure that goes in for the next episode so we know exactly what they do. Now, the Centurion Ridge Mall Complex has not yet really opened to the public. It was remodeled a decade ago to become what's called an ultra mall, which makes it a mall, an office space, a multiplex for the movies. Developers and newscasters were the ones that decided to call it an ultra mall. Basically, they don't want you to leave except for when you have to sleep. And even then, a couple of weeks ago, almost everyone about your age, at 18 to 19, just out of high school, you were sent some information about this contest called Escape the Room. And basically, it's about showcasing the mall complex before its grand opening, and there's some sort of exclusive prize that you can win. And so, after the contest closed, all of your names were chosen, all 5 of you, and now you are standing at one of the mall entrances by yourself. The magnetized lock of the door does make that lovely vacuum noise as it unlocks and you open it and you enter. I would like everyone to roll me alertness to see what order you are going to enter the building in.
I was just getting ready to say Jane got an 18, but I'm not Jane tonight.
You are not Jane.
I'm so used to that.
Felix got a
That's
2.
the podcast. People can see that. Yes, Felix got a 2.
Oh, we're not supposed to say what we got, right? Or do we have to say what we got?
I don't think we
mean,
have
you
to
can.
now.
There is a visual component, so you can decide.
We should probably keep doing it though, because otherwise we're gonna forget to do it on Tuesdays.
Forget to
when
do
we're
it
recording, yeah.
on Tuesday, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I also got a 2.
Because Felix rolled their 2 first, I'm gonna have Felix re-roll.
Yes, sir.
I have a question though.
I will give you a sassy response, but also an honest one.
Okay. I doubt this is gonna come into play at this point, but I do have that always alert perk.
Great.
I don't know, but I don't think it'll come in handy here. But
I mean, it might. You never know. What does always alert do? Refresh mine and everybody else's memory.
All right. I gain an edge when rolling for initiative, and then I cannot be surprised while I am conscious. I doubt it's going to help me enter early, but it will help me prevent from, somebody sneaking up on me.
It's true, and that's fair. You're all going to be entering. You're all kind of entering one by one, so you can introduce your character. So that will not apply here, but that will apply later. I won't say when. I won't say where, but it will apply. Leia, how are we doing on rolling alertness?
So I don't know if there's something wrong with my sheet or if I just don't know how to roll things, but
Try
hey.
it now. Try it now. Try it now.
Nothing's working. I swear I'm trying.
Do you have it popped out?
It was.
I will do it for you here. Let me make sure it works on my
end. Yeah.
All right.
Because
I closed out your editing option because that was open. So it might be if your editing option is open, it may not let it go. But I was able to do it, so we got it.
It wasn't, and then I hit the button and it was. But no matter what I did, I didn't have like a link. I had an edit. It was weird. But now it's better. Okay. So
that's good. Yeah. If you find your dice won't roll for whatever reason, because that does happen occasionally on Fridays for the podcast, you can always go into the advanced dice roller and roll what you need, especially if you don't have a lot of extra points and things. If you've just got the base D20, then it should work out still. But we got you there. We got you to a 13 for Leia, which is the important thing. All right, so the person that has the highest is Jules. Jules, you are going to enter the mall first. What door do you enter through? Do any of the shops in the mall catch your eye as you're kind of walking around looking for the escape the room office?
Sorry, my mic did not want me to talk. I don't know, actually. Is this where I need to put the doors up?
No, this is not where you need to put the doors up. This is just doors. You. Okay. These are different doors. This is just you entering the mall, looking around at the cool Ultra Mall that has like 5 levels. It's super tall. It's kind of annoyingly tall, if you want to be honest with yourself.
I would probably be looking for either a bookstore or a computer store.
Does have a bookstore. It's up on the 4th floor. You see a mall directory. It's really the only non-natural light coming down from the heavens. There's a bookstore on the 4th floor, but the escape the room is on like the 3rd floor, and also you're not really sure if all the escalators work. So you can try it if you want to, if you want to see if you can find it.
Yeah. I will head up the stairs. I'll just take the stairs.
Okay. It's a good workout for you. The only sound beside your shoes in the space is this kind of weird prototype robot burger joint that they decided to install because it is the future and everything is automation. Um, but it's the only other sound. Like, there's no other humans. It's your shoes and the sound of like this like omnipresent robot flipping burgers, which is probably unnerving. Maybe a little bit unnerving to you.
Maybe just a little.
Just a little.
Just a little.
But the issue is that the Ultra Mall is very large, and so you do not find the bookshop right away, sadly. But you do come across the escape the room office. The office door is closed, but it does open. It is not locked. It has air conditioning, which is very nice, and inoffensive music. There is no receptionist to greet you, just a note taped to plexiglass, and that separates you from the desk, although the desk is pretty empty when you look at it. There's also a nice buffet of food laid out on a couple of coffee tables with a variety of beverage choices. Is there anything you'd like to do before someone else begins to arrive?
Probably not. I would say I would get one of the beverages and sit down and pull out a book from my bag and just start reading.
Cool beans. While you are reading, the next person to enter the space is going to be Leia, actually. Leia, you had the next highest. So, Leia, how do you enter the mall, and are you looking for anything special to check out before you head to the office?
Yeah, so she sort of walks in to the mall. She has this tendency to pick the second door from the left, and anytime she's given the option of a bunch of doors for whatever reason, it's just something she's been doing since she was a kid. And she also just sort of wants to scan to see if there's some sort of like mysticism store or something, because she's interested in finding something shiny.
There is a wind chime store, but it's like on the under construction portion of the map.
Okay.
So there will eventually be a wind chime store. Nothing with pink salt Himalayan lamps or anything like that. Not quite yet.
Okay. Yeah. So she's just gonna walk around a little bit, and then she'll head up to the office and probably grab a drink as well, just sort of chill.
You hear coming. You can't quite tell where it's coming from, but you hear the squawk of birds. Apparently, there's a pet store in the Ultra Mall, and they've already brought birds in. Depending upon how you like birds, that could be great or creepy.
She's not a huge fan of birds. She had an incident when she was a child with a chicken and also a goose. So she's not a huge fan of birds.
Okay. But when you do enter the escape room office, it is unlocked. As said before, there is food and drinks on the table, and there is Jules reading a book.
I think I would leave Jules alone to read her book, because I know that when I'm reading a book, I don't want to be bothered. So you just see her sort of sit down, and she can't possibly sit down like a normal human being. So you see her hitch one leg under her butt, and you see her sit down on her yellow chucks and just sort of perch.
All right. Next entering the mall will be Ace. I don't know if you want to go by Alex or if you're still going by Ace. How would you like to be identified?
He's going to go by Alex most of the time, because Ace is more of his stage name. So.
All right, Alex, you've been invited to a pre-grand opening escape the room contest thing involving the new Centurion Ridge Ultra Mall. 5 levels of fun and joy and consumerism. So, what are you looking for as you enter the mall?
He's looking for a place to get some new headphones, because he got mad at band practice and stomped the last ones when everybody else was messing up. So he needs some new monitors and headphones. And
There is on the first floor one of those, not VR, but like you can rent it as like a video game space, and it has those really comfy chairs, and it's like it always low key looks closed just because that's how the lighting is. But unfortunately, it is actually closed. It is not open. But you do see they do have shiny headphones in like a display case in the back, which is super neat and something you can file away for later. Unfortunately, you do have to take the stairs. You can take the escalator if you want to, but you do need to get up to the third floor. That is where Escape the Room is.
he's going to take the escalator and just kind of lean back on the handrail and put his least amount of effort possible into walking up the stairs.
All right. And then when you get to the escape room, there's two other people there. There is someone reading a book, and there's someone in the yellow chucks that you may or may not recognize.
He'll take a double check, and I know you. And of course, he looks nothing like what he did back then, because now he's got Bon Jovi hair and he's wearing ripped up jeans, and his right arm is now one big green dragon tattoo because he really got into the thing from before. Been a long time.
Yeah. Hey, you how have you been?
Well, once I got out of that dead end town and was able to like hit the road, pursue the dream, which ain't so fun, but got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. No, absolutely. That last time I saw you was kind of crazy, wasn't it?
Yes. Yeah. Books. Books. I'm not so big into books anymore after that.
And you see her sort of like, oh, that's who. Okay, all right, we're here. She puts it together, and like now she's like, cool.
Yeah.
But she's not.
He reaches back and pulls his hair back to where it's short, like it was before, and.
Okay. Yeah, I don't change a whole lot from like month to month and year to year. She probably still has the exact same haircut and probably wearing the same pair of jeans, something like that. Still has the same yellow chucks, which are really recognizable. Yeah.
Any idea what we're doing here besides hanging out?
I mean, obviously I can't completely say what I think we're doing here because of reasons. But yeah, no, I don't know, but I'm skeptical of everything. So
Ace, there is a note on the plexiglass desk that the other two people in the room have not read, if you'd like to read that.
Oh, yeah.
Or you could not.
No,
There's also food, so if you just want to like stuff your face, you can totally do that.
So I'll grab the note, go over to the table, and grab some food. Read the note while I'm shoving a sandwich in my mouth and washing it down with a bottle of water.
Are you reading it aloud or just to yourself?
Well, I will finish chewing before I read it aloud because he does have manners.
Manners.
All right. If you'd like to read it aloud, I am putting it into. Actually, I put it into the Discord because that Roll20 is not gonna look very cash money.
Greetings. We are preparing your escape rooms, contestants. Oh, great. An escape room. Wonderful. Please have a snack and you'll hear the ding of a bell when the rooms are ready for you. This is your chance to get to know your fellow competitors before your escape begins. Best of luck on winning that grand prize. Signed, Alexis Peter Havius? APH. So it looks like we're in an escape room.
Okay.
Funny how that worked out.
Yeah. Funny. Concerning. But great.
What could possibly go wrong?
Don't say that. Don't ever say that.
Jules, what do you think could possibly go wrong? Is your book very engrossing?
Oh, my book is very engrossing, and I am not even paying attention to anybody else that's around me. I didn't hear what they just said. I'm just reading.
All right. So while you continue in your fabulous book, Felix, how are you entering the mall?
I'm entering the mall through the main entrance. It's almost as if I walk in and the doors open themselves as a gust of air blows through. They really need to get this construction done on this place. This is just ugly. As he starts making his way towards the escalator and jauntily and casually and mechanically getting raised through the levels of the mall, he stumbles upon the door to the escape room, in which he opens and says, well, hello, it's me, if you can believe it. Felix Boucheron, nice to see all of you. I hear we're here for some sort of contest. I hope you all are ready to possibly lose, because I might just be better than you, I think. Anyway, what's that you're reading? He says to Jules.
She does not acknowledge you. She just keeps reading. She does not realize that you're talking to her.
Wonderful. Okay. Ooh, refreshments. I will grab one of those. Thank you.
The refreshments are the brightest and freshest things in the mall that aren't you. By the way, the mall is very sterile. It's very much a mall. Trying hard to be the future, but somehow it looks very 80s for being the future. Yeah. And why?
Then I'm going to take a refreshment of some sort, probably a bottle of water, and crack it open as I sit down on one of the other chairs and cross my legs very saucily.
I appreciate that. Please take a story point for crossing your legs saucily, as I try to envision how one crosses their legs in a saucy manner. Speaking of crossing your legs in a saucy manner, we're going to have Link enter the mall. How are you entering the mall, Link?
He's coming in through the food court and is promptly distracted by a robot that makes burgers.
The food court is at the very top level on the 5th floor, so you will not be able to enter the mall through that because that level of the parking structure is not complete yet. But there is the ubiquitous Cinnabon and Antienne's pretzels on dueling opposite sides of the side entrances. Unfortunately, both are mocking you because they are both closed.
They mock me. Immediately, like he's definitely distracted by the sound of robot making burgers. So instead of paying attention to like the map, he's going to follow the sound of the robot making burgers and stumble across the one. I'm assuming the one office that has lights.
Yes. So you go up to the food court, but much like everything else, it does seem to be closed. The robot is the most lifelike thing up there, and there is one of those little kid Ferris wheels that you can spend a lot of money to do a Ferris wheel ride on if you're a child.
And of course,
but it's like in a shady, shadowy corner. So like the food court is not an inviting space. Like if you were gonna get attacked by like a Five Nights at Freddy robot, like this would be the location. So the escape the room is looking more inviting, and once there is food and refreshment once you are in the room.
He's gonna open the door. As soon as he sees everybody else, he just kind of freezes and goes stiff. Looks around and ducks his head, moves immediately over the table, and picks up a donut, stuffs it into his mouth, grabs another donut or two, and then like 2 sodas and goes finds a seat.
The donut brand are from Tove's, which is a local bakery that specializes in all manner of breads. And the Tove cake donut is a much prized delicacy of the Centurion Ridge universe, which is why you should scarf them down while you can, because everybody wants them. So
Yeah, he's basically just going, ooh, donuts, and has like stuffed an entire one into his mouth, has grabbed 2 more and 2 sodas and is sitting down.
that is a smart idea. Because anytime where there's free food, as pre-college students, you should know, when there's free food, take the free food. All right, so as Link enters, do you want to go by Link or do you want to go by Lincoln?
He goes by Link.
Goes by Link. All right. As you are stuffing your face with your second donut, there is a ding that rings out through the lobby, and a polite, slightly AI-generated, slightly female, slightly male voice says, "Contestants, please come down the hallway. Contestants, please come down the hallway. Contestants, please come down the hallway." On the right side...
Sorry.
No, go for it, yeah.
Well, it looks like we're starting. I do wish everybody the best of luck.
How are you creepier than the robot voice? And then he stuffs the 3rd donut in his mouth, going, "Oh God, I can't believe I said that."
I mean, I
will
don't know
not
how
take-
many.
Oh,
Sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't know if you're confusing creepy with charming, but I'm going to elect to disregard your outburst as I get up saucily and jaunt towards wherever it is we're going.
All right. Fabulous. So on the right side of the little hallway that you're going to go down, there is an empty room with a little table and a powered down TV on one of those old school TV carts from back in high school. But on the left, as you move further down the hallway, there are 6 doors. Each one has a little slot to the right of it for the little ticket that you brought with you, that you had to bring with you in order to be at the contest. And I want everyone to roll me a culture roll, and then I will tell you about your door.
I would like to note that on their way out, he grabbed 2 more donuts, by the way.
I was getting ready to do it again. Jules rolled a 19.
Jules rolled a 19.
Rolled a 19.
Hey, I doubled my roll.
Yay! All right.
Good.
Felix received
I
a
did
22
poorly.
on that roll.
All right. Give me a second here. So Felix got a 22.
I did.
Jules got a 19.
And there's me.
Alex is uncultured. He got an 8.
That's not what this culture roll was for, but, whatever makes you feel better. Alex, you got an 8.
If he's uncultured, he's at least twice as cultured as Link. I went from snake eyes to double 2s. This is starting out as a wonderful, wonderful night of dice.
You never know. The dice might actually be smiling in your favor once the thing that happens is going to happen.
This is true. We don't actually know if we want a high roll or a low roll.
And I didn't know until you rolled either. So now is the time where I will describe the door for you. And this is one of the numbers you need to remember. So the number that I tell you, please write it down wherever you're writing down information to keep. I cannot stress how important this number will be to your experience. Yes. Felix, you are standing in front of door number 1, and door number 1 has a rose on it.
Rose,
Jules.
how charming.
Yes. Jules, you were standing in front of door number 2. Door number 2 is a full, like, tactile experience. It is green, but it is also fuzzy, like moss. Alex,
Reach out,
you
touch
stand
it.
in front of. Yeah, it is about as close to moss as you can actually get without like being living actual moss. It's kind of cool, actually. Alex, your door smells of and is made of cedar wood. And that is door number 3 for Alex. Leia, you are at door number 4. And door number 4 is blue, but it has like, it wafts the scent of pineapple, like toward you.
It's blue and it smells like pineapple.
It's blue and it smells like pineapple. And Link, you are at door number 5. And your door would be nondescript except for the little shield with the number 5 on top of it. So going through that again, Felix, you are at door number 1. Jules, you are at door number 2. Alex, you are at door number 3. Leia, you are at door number 4. And Link, you are at door number 5. There is a 6th door, and that door is like black on black. But there's more doors than there are people, so I guess whoever won the 6th part of the contest just didn't want to show up. But barring anything else you want to do, you can insert your ticket into the little slot next to the door, and the doors will open for you to enter into.
Before Leah does that, can she kind of wants to like scratch and sniff? Like, does the snozberries taste like snozberries kind of moment? Like, she wants to know if it also tastes like.
Give me roll for this. There's a great roll for this.
Are you licking your door?
I am licking my door. Yes.
You're actually gonna like lick your door. Give me a science roll for licking the door.
All right. I love that my science roll is about explosives, but it's fine. It's fine.
Yes, you just don't take your specialization.
Yeah, no, I get it. Oh my god, of course I would succeed on that.
Go to 16. Yeah, it tastes like a door. The pineapple must be behind the door, or it's like a scent thing from like a vent. But you don't taste pineapple unless you grab some pineapple from the buffet refreshment table, by the way.
No, I did not do that. But, okay.
Yeah. Is everyone entering their rooms?
I wanted to know if that shield painted on, or is that like something that's on the door?
It is on the door. It is not painted on it. It's like a little shield that is like drilled into the door.
Okay, so I can't take it with me.
You cannot take it with you. You can try. Like, I'll let you do a might roll to grapple and see if you can yank it off if you really want to. It's going to be a very high diff for that.
Nah. If it doesn't just come off with a simple tug, I'm not supposed to take it.
It does not come off with a simple tug.
That's all I wanted to find out. He's going to go through the door.
Okay. Everyone else going through their door?
It almost seems like Felix's door opens by itself as he goes through.
They actually all kind of look like that. They all open in the same manner. The same manner, by the way. Like they all have like a Star Trek thing going on. So.
Before Alex drops his ticket in, because there's nothing at all suspicious about this, and he's been around locked doors that are just bad. He wants to look at the slot and everything to see if there's anything unusual going on, since he's had time to improve his technology since the last time he was.
Then give me a technology roll.
I don't think my morphing grid would factor into this, would it?
No. Although I guess if you wanted grid tech, you could have grid tech, but that wouldn't apply here. So
Yeah, that's got a 12.
12. Whoever made this, like, basically stripped that little thing from those old high school like soda dispensers that like takes your dollar and gives you one of those Fruitopia drinks. Um, so it's like not hodgepodge, but like it's not like the highest level of
Podge.
ticket entry doodad.
That doesn't look too bad. Then he'll put his ticket in and waggle his fingers like he's making the door open and walk.
I love that. Anyone that did not take food from the buffet will not have a snag yet, but you will have a snag in the future. So if you did not take food from the buffet or eat something from the room, please please let me know and I'll actually put down that you did not. Link did. Felix did. Jules, did you have anything to eat?
No, she took some water and that was it.
Okay, so you are going to have a snag.
I also only took water, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you took something, though. So the point is to have taken something.
I had something to drink, too. Did not specify, but something.
That's fine. Alex, did you take something from the...
Oh, yeah, I was cramming a sandwich in my mouth and waiting to read the note after I swallowed.
Okay, fabulous. All right. So, Jules, you'll have a snag. I'll let you know when that is. So, we can do the first escape room now and take a break, or we could take a break and then do them in order. Does anyone feel like they need a break, or do we want to do the first room now?
No?
I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. Let's do room number 1. Felix Boucheron, come on down. That was my game show moment. So, Felix, the lights come up in your room, and this is a room that suits you. We would call this a beautiful room. There's something very ornate about it. There's something very kind of porcelain and bronzy and red. If you're a theater person, you could swear you could smell like cream paint from like just off stage. The scent of roses is everywhere. There are mirrors all around the room, spaced 6 inches apart. It's shaped like a hexagon. The backmost mirror at the other side of the room from where you enter is completely blacked out, and there are small porcelain angels holding up lighting fixtures and other porcelain angels that are just hanging out on the floor.
Felix is probably going to catch himself in one of the mirrors that is in the room and just kind of, like, just double check, make sure that, like, everything is on straight, the hair is looking all right. You know what I mean? Just, like, making sure that we are presentable and we are looking good and we are looking charming.
You actually kind of catch yourself in, like, the mirror behind you as well. Like, you get that, like, really good angle.
Oh, that, like, nice, yeah.
Yeah. You get the angle that you need.
Great. Yeah, I think he's going to look around and just sort of take a deep breath and say, I need to remember some of this for my own decorating. I could use a lounge space that looks like this. And you said there is a sort of like a dark abyss in the, like, further into the room?
It's so all the mirrors look like, except for the one in the back is just like blacked out, doesn't reflect anything.
Okay. Is there anything that sort of like stands out in the room that's not pink and pretty and ornate?
I mean, all the angels just kind of look the same. That's kind of weird. Like, they had one guy make like plenty of the same angel statue.
Are their eyes? Do their eyes do that thing where they look like they're always looking at you?
Oh, that would be great. But no, if anything, they don't have pupils. So it's just like cataract angels, which is really sad because like it's great for you when you have an audience.
Yeah, it's true. Okay, so I think he's gonna just, after he checks himself out in the mirror, and maybe
Don't
maybe,
blink.
yeah, I don't want to. Gonna head towards that dark mirror and maybe tap on it or like look at it, and just kind of like look at it from different angles.
Give me an alertness roll.
I'd love to.
Yeah, this is black. It's not reflecting light. It seems to be doing that on purpose. Kind of a bummer, if you're honest. But yeah, it doesn't jut out of the wall. It just seems to exist. None of the mirrors have frames. They all seem to be like slotted right into the wall smoothly.
I'm going to look and maybe see. Can you give me another brief description of this room real quick?
Sure, you betcha. It's got a whole bunch of sconces being held up by cherubs.
Mm-hmm.
The sconces are kind of at chest level on you. And they're all uniform around the room, and there are there are porcelain angel statues just on the floor, kind of where the sconces are. And it's a hexagon room. Which, by the way, I don't know how you feel about geography, but it's kind of weird that it seems like a bigger room than it should be for how the doors are presented.
Okay. So are there anything? How about I pick up one of the cherubs? Is that something that I can do?
I think you should.
Okay, great. I'm going to comment about how cute one of the cherub things look, and I'm just gonna say, you might be coming home with me. And
when you flip it over, it's a flashlight on the bottom of it.
oh, interesting. Well, then I'm gonna take that and perhaps turn it on and shine it up against the black mirror that's at the end of the hallway.
It is a black light flashlight. So it reveals a hidden message, and the hidden message is, the future waits for no one. And the word wait is spelled Weights. The future waits for no one.
Oh my goodness.
By the way, my apologies to Master of Rem. This is a bit of a pun-heavy episode. So Sarah, I'm really sorry. Not sorry. Hashtag sorry.
No, you're not.
Not sorry at all.
Never apologize for a good pun. Or a bad pun.
Weights. So something
Being very punny is amazing.
must be very heavy. Is there anything in the room that... Are all of the cherubs kind of small, or are some of them larger, or is there anything
You
in the room
picked
that's
up
taking
the-
up a lot of space?
You picked up the only, like, smallish one. That's probably why you picked it up. But the rest of the angels are of equivalent size to each other.
Okay. Can I check the other cherubs to see if maybe there's like a difference in weight between them?
When you pick one up, it is much heavier than the black light cherub that you picked up, and I want you to give me Give me a performance roll. That seems like the correct roll for this.
$19.
19. There is water inside of this weird cherub angel statue.
Oh my goodness.
You can hear it sloshing around in there. And it's about that time you realize this cherub has a screw top head on it.
Okay. A screw top head with water inside. And that's what's making them heavy. The future waits for no one. If only I was as clever as I am charming. I'm going to. You said there's roses and stuff in the room, or is there any sort of plant life in the room at all?
It just smells like roses. There is no plant life.
Roses.
You are the most beautiful thing in this room.
It's true, most likely, yeah. Okay. And so do all of the other cherubs in the room, are they all also filled with water and of varying different levels?
They all seem to have the same amount of water in them.
Oh, interesting. Is my little cherub only a flashlight, or does it have water in it as well?
It is only a blacklight flashlight, yes.
Okay. Does the blacklight reveal anything on any of the cherubs at all?
It does. There's a pattern on their little outfits they've got, and it looks like the wall sconces. When you shine the light at them, they actually have a patterned outfit.
Okay. Do the sconces have different patterns on them to match them with the cherubs, or are the cherubs holding the sconces? A sconce is a light fixture, right?
A sconce is a light fixture, yes. The ones with water are not holding up the sconces. There are some that are just holding up the sconces, but they don't have water in them. The ones you're picking up with the water are from the floor, not the wall.
Okay, is there anything... Can I shine the black light on the ones on the wall and see if those have any fun things on them?
You shine it, and the lights are really, really far down on the sconce for the way that they're reflecting light. There's a lot of space between the actual light itself and the top of the sconce.
Okay. Can I pull on some of the fixtures to see if that does anything?
I will not make you roll for this. You attempt to pull. They are bolted into the wall really well. I will say, while you were trying to pull, it is not warm to the touch. This space seems to be made, so that it could be handled or have something put into it.
The space. Can you say that one more time?
So the space in the sconce, you've got the light, and then you have a lot of sconce, and when you try to take it off of the wall and you put your hand where you think it should be a little bit warm, it's actually not. They must be using those cool LEDs that give you a lot of light but don't burn your hand.
Okay. So it's not gonna be. There's no switch or anything anywhere. So I am curious on what to do when it comes to the sconces and the water cherubs.
Well, the water cherubs are getting pretty heavy in your hand too, because now you're just hauling around a bunch of water.
Oh well, I put it down. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
just-
Where did
I'm
you
not
put
just-
it down at?
Oh, okay. Um, can I put it down in front of the black mirror?
You can. And when you do that on one side of the mirror, an invisible little button where you put it moves one of the sconces down, and like you hear something happen mechanical behind the mirror.
There's a button.
You didn't see the button, but like once you put the cherub down on one side of the mirror beneath the one sconce, like something happened. It triggered something that you couldn't see.
And now one of the sconces is lower.
Yes.
Okay. Can I maybe check the floor or for maybe like some pressure things that seem like pressure
Sure.
sensitive?
Give me a
Areas.
technology. Give me a technology roll.
Damn. Okay. Technology.
If only he was technological as he is charming.
If only, we'll see. We will see.
Wait, are you Chris Pine or Billy Magnuson in this? Which Prince Charming are you?
I got an 8.
You got an 8.
Roll.
That like you fool around a little bit with the other sconces. You fool around a little bit, like you tap the floor with your foot real hard a couple times. It's not cash money. Nothing's happening. That seems to be the first thing to happen positively. But with the 8, I will give you that there is a wall sconce symmetrically on the opposite side of the black mirror, so it would stand to reason there might be a switch there too.
Okay, sure. Let's. I'm gonna try that out then. I'm going to take another one of the water cherubs and put it on the other end of the room that is that has a matching sconce.
And as you do that, the other sconce drifts down to the same level, and you hear a second mechanic, and the black mirror whirs away, and it moves away, and it opens a panel into a utility corridor.
Well, as much as I was enjoying this, I'm getting a little claustrophobic. So let's get out of this. Out of
Roll
here.
me-
I'm gonna walk towards
Roll me
Yeah.
a d20.
a good old D20.
Give me a d20.
And that's a 10 right there.
Right. All right. And we are going to take our 10-minute break. And when we come back, we are going to go to door number 2 with Jules. Felix, please, wherever you put number 1, please add 10. So it should read 110 now, whatever you have for that. And we're going to take our 10, and then we'll be back to see what kind of room Jules is in. Maybe more cherubs, maybe more black mirrors. Who knows? Who can tell? But we'll see you in 10. Is that thumbs up? Is that...
Yep, we're
Okay,
good. We're back.
Yes, all right. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So our first person to go through door number 1 in their Escape the Room for the Escape the Room contest, Felix Bolcheron, successfully navigated their Escape the Room, and now it's time to find out how Jules does in theirs. And Jules, before I describe your room, I know that you like books. How do you like scary books?
I'm a fan. I like a good horror story.
How did you like Nightmare Before Christmas?
It was good. It was okay. Although now I'm a bit nervous as to why you're asking me that.
Well, the reason I ask is because when the lights come up in your room, the first thing you think is spooky, but that's swiftly followed by like spooky but oddly artificial. It's kind of like you're in a room sponsored by a love child of Beetlejuice, and like a Spirit Halloween. The astroturf beneath your feet is like a day glow green, and there is a fog machine somewhere, but you can't tell where it is, and you do cough just a little bit. There is the matter of, if you want to explore the room, there is a locked gate before you.
Okay. Do I see before the gate in front, like around me where that I can reach? Do I see anything? Plants or anything that I can like inspect?
There are pillars holding up the locked gate that go to the sides of the room. And there are some spiders that hopefully are fake, but they may not be, that are just kind of hanging out on the pillars. You can see beyond the lock gate, there are gravestones, um, but with the fog machine, it's just kind of hard to tell what's what exactly.
Oh, okay, cool. For no particular reason, is there any kind of fire nearby?
For no particular reason, there is a smoke machine, but there is no fire.
Okay. So burning the spiders with fire is not valid. Okay.
Yeah, the makers of the escape room were like, let's not put fire into an enclosed room.
Darn them for thinking ahead. Okay. I'm actually gonna try the gate to make sure it's actually locked.
It is locked.
Okay.
And it is securely bolted. When you shake it, it does not give.
Okay. Can I reach through the bars to grab anything?
Yeah, you can reach through the bars. There's nothing to grab though.
Okay. I hate escape rooms. I just want you to know, in real life, I'm terrible at them and I don't like them.
If it makes you feel any better, this is not like the smallest room you've ever been in. Like, except for knowing you are in an artificial place, it does really give off the vibe of like graveyard at night, but like it's like at a Spirit Halloween. So.
Okay. So, is there anything that I can get to? That I might be able to get something off of. So, like, with Felix and his flashlight, is there anything nearby?
Give me an alertness roll.
12.
At a 12, there is a raven that is cawing just out of reach, and they are definitely pointed in the direction of something on the outside of the room. You can't quite tell because of the fog machines. You can't quite see it yet. But there's something there on the outside of the room. I will give you with the 12. They are fake spiders, and one of them has like a glint of something beneath its body.
Can I get to it?
You're gonna have to reach, but it's not gonna be a hard reach. Give me a. You still have your book with you?
Yes.
Would you like to use your book to help you, or would you like to do without your book?
What's going to give me the better roll?
Well, if you use the book, you can smack the spider with the book. If you don't use the book, then you have to use brawn in order to accomplish this.
No, I'm using the book. I'm using the book. I'm definitely using the book.
Then give me a might roll. Are you saying you didn't make Jules to be a stamina character?
No, I got a 14.
You got a 14. All right. So your hatred of all spiders, living, dead, real or fake, and you whack at the spider. It makes a squeaky noise, which is disarmingly cute, by the way.
Yep.
But it does smack a spider down and reveal a brass key that obviously fits into the lock.
Okay, I will grab the key and unlock the gate.
Great! You're in a graveyard!
Sweet.
There are things that you see in a graveyard. Hashtag repo fans.
I was scared to say, now I have that stuck in my head. Thank you.
I almost started singing it, and then I'm like, hang on a second, I probably shouldn't do that on stream. But I got very excited.
So now that you are actually in the proper graveyard, there are gravestones. There's kind of like a clear center aisle here that you're in, and there is one of those, like, if you saw Nightmare Before Christmas where Jack Skellington gets all emo and like collapses into the arms of like the angel, there's one of those. I don't know what else to call it because it's not really a sepulcher. So.
So my first thought is to go over to the angel and see if the arms will move at all.
Great. How are you getting to the angel? Are you walking?
That was my original plan, but now I feel like maybe I should rethink that.
No, let's go with that original plan. Give me an acrobatics check, please.
Oh God.
No. $13.
13. Great. You notice that as you're moving, like as you move past some of the gravestones, like skeleton hands pop up out of the ground. So, do you want to move with urgency, or would you like to continue the pace with which you were going?
I mean, I know that they're fake, so I just kind of want to keep going at the speed, but at the same time, I don't want to know what happens if they grab me, so I'm not going to run, but I'm going to start moving a little quicker.
Great. Give me that acrobatics check again. Also, I just love Katie. Your face made me so happy there.
See, I think you're doing this on purpose because you knew I was going to fail at some point.
No, it's just one of those things where, like, everything was going really well for you, and so, like, you know, you trip over something and you kind of fall. It's not a tree root, though. You definitely have a skeleton hand wrapped around your foot. Would you like to give me a might roll to see if you can grapple your way out of the skeleton foot?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Okay, 14.
14, great. You get back up. Unfortunately, now the skeletons know you're here. So I would do an athletics roll. Just for funs and good times.
Could I convince you to let me finesse my way through somehow?
Please convince me.
That's about all I got.
I mean,
just
is
have a lot of
anyone in
dice
the chat
instruments.
is anyone in the chat like trying to give you advice right now? Because I can't see the chat. So is anybody like?
No, this is just me. I just don't want to roll athletics because I have 0 dice in it.
I have a suggestion.
Okay, I will take your suggestion.
There are gravestones, yes?
Yes.
In the
You
graveyard?
just hop from gravestone to gravestone.
But I think I'm on the ground,
more-
and the Skellyman has me.
No,
climb
you're
on top of...
no longer grappled.
Oh.
Because you rolled low enough to get out of that. So.
Then yes, I would like to bunny hop across the...
Yeah, so the
Stones.
first gravestone you get on, you realize they're made out of styrofoam. So
Of course they are.
you fall. Luckily, the astroturf is not like, it doesn't hurt, but it's you're really glad nobody else saw that.
Thank you, Tom.
And please give me a might roll.
I love everything about this scene. It's so good.
I tried. I didn't giggle at all while making this.
Of course not.
No.
I would expect.
I
you to
got
be
an
completely
8.
at all times.
Great. So you know how your leg had a skeleton hand on it last time?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now one is holding your hand.
Aww.
Aww.
Yeah, not in the all way. More in like the Army of Darkness sort of way, where it's like a skeleton hand popping out of the ground. dubious intent. Would you like to might roll?
Yes,
to
and
get out of this grapple?
I'm gonna use that copper gift that Tom gave me so I can get a shift up for that.
Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you, Tom. That's always very helpful. I will also say story points work for specialization. So if you specialize
16.
in finesse, you can make work. 16, great. So how are you approaching? Because you're getting close to the angel. Would you like to book it? Would you like to do you want to try the gravestones again? How would you like to approach this?
I think the gravestones were sabotaged, so I'm not gonna do that again.
I don't know who did that. Whoever did that was just awful.
I know who did it, and I will get him back. I am going to. I'm gonna just try to run as fast as I can to the other side.
All right. So you get up to the angel. It is carrying a little book. It's carrying a big book in its cement arms. The letters in the book have a different depth perception. They're lower than the book. Like it's inside the book, and it says, "Be not afraid." Give me an alertness roll. Be not afraid, says the guy that created Escape the Room Halloween theme.
Are they biblically accurate
20.
angels?
Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? We don't have that kind of budget here at Centurion Ridge, but thank you. With that 20, I'll give you, also because you are Jules' middle name. Oh, wait, is your middle name Vern or your last name is Vern? Your last name is Vern.
My last name is Vern. Jules is just my nickname.
You see the gear on the very side of the book, and when you spin that gear, a grave behind the cement angel opens. And there is a breath of fresh air that starts to take the fog away, but you can't quite see where it goes down to, just that it goes down.
Okay. It said, "Be not afraid."
Be not afraid.
Did
That's what the book said.
Was it spelled funky or anything?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. So, tell me what I'm seeing again, real quick. Sorry.
So you got a cement angel. You spun the little doodad on the sliders. It changed colors, and then kind of a grave that was there's just darkness there opened behind you. It is on a little bit of an angle, so you're not just dropping straight down, which might be a comfort.
Okay. I do want to try the arms. Do the arms move at all?
The arms do not move.
Okay. I was really hoping I was going to get to flop dramatically into the angel arms, but I guess it's not going to work.
It's just a little too tall for the flopping, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fair. She is kind of short. Okay. Let me think. If I head... and there's no other, I don't see any other, switches or anything like that?
No switches. It is more obvious now that everything else is kind of like a backdrop type thing.
Okay. Do I see...
You froze for a moment, so...
Am I back?
Yes, you're here.
Do I see any light coming from anywhere else?
Not really. there's less fog now, so it looks more fake than it did before. And because you're a scientist, I'll just give this one to you. You know that all fog, smoke machine created otherwise, has to go somewhere, and it went into the grave, for lack of better terminology.
Okay. I was really hoping I wasn't gonna have to do that. I'm gonna go over to the grave. I'm gonna see which one I can get down. I guess see if one of them has like a hidden door or something in them.
There is only one, and as you kind of like look down, you realize it is a slide.
Oh, I'll slide right down. Or can I?
How are you sliding down? Yes, no, you can. How are you sliding down? Are you going head first?
Oh
Is
God,
that what
no.
you're
No,
saying?
I'm going feet first.
Okay.
No.
Okay, there we go. I just wanted to double check that. You slide down and you slide into the utility corridor in the back of the mall. That's weird. But okay, roll me a d20, please.
16?
16. Wherever you're keeping the 2 from your room, please add the 16 to that. So that should read 216. For the game itself, when you see the second set of numbers that you're adding to your first number, you're seeing it like graffiti or something like that. So you're seeing this number in game, not knowing what it means, but it could mean anything. So you want to think about that. But now we'll go to Alex at door 3. Alex, are you ready?
I am certainly ready to sniff some cedar.
Great. How are you with claustrophobia and being in enclosed spaces?
Take it or leave it. Prefer not to be in a small spot if I didn't have to be, but
Well, your room is very long. So basically, when your lights come up, you realize you're just in a very it's a very long room. There is a cuckoo clock on one end, and one side of the walls is smooth and cedar, and the other side is a whole bunch of cedar shelving and a whole bunch of tools. It looks kind of like a wood workshop, and everything is kind of shades of brown or beige or even silver. There's some really cool old school wooden toys. But yeah, you're in this really slim, strange room. There's really just room to kind of pace. There's not like a ton of room to like wiggle around.
okay. I'm in an escape room. He'll go and sort through all the toys, looking, see if there's anything written on the bottom, see if they come apart, if there's anything in there, mess with the tools, look on the shelves.
Give me an alertness roll.
I'm willing to bet I'll fail because it's roll 20.
You never know.
Oh, look at that.
And 11. So none of the tools are working out for you, but you do find a a brown case where it opens up and it should have a screw gun inside, but instead you find blueprints to the room itself, kind of like drafting plans, and there is a red line that connects all the different shelves and comes out by the cuckoo clock.
Okay, go over to the cuckoo clock and see if it comes off the wall.
The cuckoo clock does not come off the wall. Give me a technology roll.
Technology. 16.
16. There is a little side panel kind of in the back of the cuckoo clock where it's mounted, that has little tiny screws in it, which stands to reason if you unscrew it, something's bound to come out.
Okay. Look for a knife or something to pop the panel off, and maybe a little screwdriver.
Or a screwdriver would be good. There are no knives in here. Management decided there would be no knives in these in the escape the room because there was an incident previously. But there are screwdrivers. So when you
I couldn't do it with a screwdriver that I
Yeah.
could with a knife.
It's true. When you open the side panel, do you open it carefully or quickly?
Carefully, because it is little tiny.
Yes. Then you do catch 12 black numbers and pieces of cuckoo bird before they fall to the ground.
Okay, look where the clock face used to be.
Yes. There are no numbers on it. And you seem to have those numbers in your hand.
Okay. There's no numbers written on the blueprints.
Nope, there are no numbers on the blueprint.
Okay.
Weirdly enough, there seems to be like a grandfather clock where the cuckoo clock is, but that doesn't seem to apply here.
Okay. So nothing on the toy. So I'll just look inside the panel then.
So the things that were in the panel were the numbers and the pieces of the cuckoo bird.
Oh, okay. Now does the can I pry the clock off the wall now?
No, the clock is very much in the wall.
Good thing they didn't give me a knife.
It's true. They tested it beforehand just to make sure. There was an incident with the knife. Management doesn't wish to discuss it.
I don't know. Try to attach the numbers back to the clock.
The numbers do attach back to the clock. Did you put them in the correct order, or did you have fun?
I will start at the 6, working counterclockwise, and go like 1, 2 for the 5, 3 for the 7, and just back and forth.
Yeah. When you get them all inserted correctly into the little spaces where they should be, the little like tongue where the cuckoo bird's supposed to be at like pops out.
So the tongue pops out. Is there anything in the tongue?
No. I will let you know the cuckoo bird that you were holding is in like 3 little pieces. Fuzzy little body, tiny little wings, little feet, little face. So 4 pieces.
Put the bird back together.
Give me a... I'll have you do this as a performance roll.
That I can do. 15.
15. It's easy to put this little bird together. You were kind of lucky that you found that screw gun case, or you'd probably have taken a longer to figure this out. A little panel beneath the cuckoo clock slides open. And you can see on the other side it's like a gray cement, but you are going to need to wiggle a little bit. It's kind of a slim little passageway. So do you wish to go into the passageway?
Well, it's that or stay in here, so yeah, I might as well.
Yes. Give me Give me a finesse.
8.
8. You're not stuck, but the angle you put yourself in, it takes you like a while to wiggle out of it. And you are more annoyed than when you entered the room, if you can believe it. But you eventually dislodge yourself, and I want you to give me a d20, please. As you end up in the utility corridor as well.
A 9.
So wherever you put the 3 down, please add 09 to that. So now you have 309.
Okay.
Yes, and we'll come back to what all those numbers mean at some point. So then we're going to move on to Leia. It's time. Now you're in your pineapple-scented room with the blue door. Your light comes up, Leia, on a fancy hotel room. Big TV, big bed, nice little dining room table with fruit on it, and a luscious-looking tropical forest with a little koi pond. You're not sure if you ended up going through like a little time warp and now you're like in the tropics, but it definitely gives off that vibe, including how warm it is in this room.
So I think the first thing she would do is just sort of like go and look in the koi pond and see if there are like normal looking koi or if something looks a little off.
Give me... How do you want to look at these koi?
With my eyeballs?
Yeah, so are you going to like put your hand in? Are you just like,
no,
how close are you getting?
Absolutely not.
No,
Nope.
okay.
I will just sort of walk over and crouch and sort of do a quick scan.
Okay. Give me an alertness for that. Yeah.
Alertness. I was gonna say if they're not normal koi, they may have teeth. So
Koi with teeth? Who would do such a thing? You're all so suspicious. I don't know why you're all so suspicious.
We call those piranha around here.
Yeah,
I said koi, not piranha.
Ew, I don't know. Okay. Hey, that was pretty good.
18.
18.
Yeah, so they're koi, but like the closer you get to the edge of the water, the more they kind of like group and look at you. You can't tell if koi have sinister eyes or not, but like they're definitely now like focused on you. So if there is something in the koi pond, they're not moving out of the way.
Cool.
I think you mean cool. Like koi, but with an L. Koi?
Okay, so if they're focused on me, can I look to see if maybe are they grouping over something that I might be interested to poke with a stick or something?
Do you want? Well, you'll have to make a stick. There is no like stick unless you're going to break a part of the room. But you could if you want to.
What's the bed frame look like?
It's one of those new hotel things where it looks like it's floating, so it doesn't really have like. There's no banisters to like break off or anything.
Okay.
Give me survival, please.
Oh, there's probably yeah, I can do that. But there's probably also a does the hotel room have a shower?
The hotel room does not have a shower, but it does have a koi pond. Kind of like a shower.
Okay. 19.
Yeah, so it's like 5 degrees hotter than it was when you first entered the room just like a minute ago.
Am I able to figure out what the source of the heat is?
There's a thermostat. Yeah.
Thermostat? I was wondering if there was thermostat. Can I go look at the thermostat and see if it's like broken or
Well, the thermostat currently reads 94 degrees. Unfortunately, it is one of those like thermostats with like the dad case on it that requires a
well,
key.
I mean,
And
or I could just break it off the wall.
Would you like to do that?
Yeah.
How would you like to do that?
I was thinking I would just rip it off the wall because if I use any kind of explosives, that would be bad for everybody, I think.
Well, also, unless you have them with you, unless you brought explosives into the room with you.
I did not.
I guess give me a brawn roll for this. Yeah, give me a brawn roll. I think that's appropriate.
This is gonna go well.
Yeah. So like not only do you not like get a grip on the box, like you fall backwards like onto the table and now there's like fruit on your face from the bowl.
Is that where the pineapple smell is coming from?
No, there is no pineapple in this room that you can tell of.
Are the koi made of pineapple?
I mean, maybe. You'd have to find out somehow.
All right. She's gonna go back over the koi pond when she picks herself back up, and she wants to find a stick. She's trying to find a stick of some sort. Since there's no shower rod, because there's no shower, and there aren't any. Is there anything in the room that is stick-like?
I mean, there is a table. You landed on that. That's where the fake fruit is.
That's right. So there are legs on a table. I will take a table. I will break off a table leg and use it to, like, bat the fish away so I can maybe see what's under there.
Great. The second you put that table leg into the pond, they swarm it and they start eating the table leg.
What did I tell you? Teeth. Fish with teeth. Koi with teeth.
Did I there, you know, it's an escape room. I don't know what to tell you.
I have been in many escape rooms and they've never had koi with teeth. Okay, so but there are other 4 legs to every table, supposedly. So like while they're eating one, I can like use another one maybe to like while they're distracted.
You can totally do that. I'm just gonna let you know there are a finite number of table legs and a finite number of koi. But it doesn't make the water any clearer. You're just creating chaos, and it's also continuing to get warmer in the room. It's now approaching 98 degrees, and the hardest thing you ever have to do is get out of this room.
Okay. Oh shit. Sorry. Keep the stars to the minimum. Is there... I don't know. I just feel like there has to be something that I can, like... I don't want to kill the fish. But I kind of... I need to get the fish to not eat me if I tried to, like...
If that's fair, you don't want fish eating you. That would make this for a very short adventure for Leia. What a way to go!
Okay, so let's see. So koi fish.
Also, how do you do with heat? Out of curiosity, because the room is getting warmer.
Yeah, she's actually pretty good with heat.
Great, good to know. Bear that in mind.
All right. Yeah. So. Is there anything really heavy in the room that I can just drop on top of them to maybe stun them?
There's a TV, but it's not like heavy.
Oh, can I electrocute them?
It's a prop TV. It doesn't actually have an electrical current to it.
I'm trying to kill the piranha koi.
I mean, it's a choice. I will not stop you from making that choice, but I'm gonna let you know may not give you the result that you wish it to give you.
Just so
Okay.
you know, Leah, you were given an extra story point from
Okay.
Felix's follow, so you do have an extra story point to use.
Okay. So I will
Thank you,
use that.
Felix.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I am gonna have you roll. What do I want you to? Give me science. Actually, no. Which one is better for you, science or survival?
Um, they're both just normal D2.
Okay. Then roll either science or survival.
Oh,
Okay, so it's not just that it's not pineapple, that this fruit that was on this table, which is no longer a table, now it's just a brown circle. The fruit is fake and hollow.
does it explode?
No, but when you squish it, one of them does have a tiny key in it.
Oh, okay. So she will take the key. Oh, and the key's the lock. Okay. So I think you said there was a lock on the
On the thermostat, dad lock
the
on the thermostat, so you can't change the temperature in the room. Yep.
Yeah. So she's gonna try to see if the key fits in the thermostat lock.
It does fit in the thermostat lock.
Then she's gonna turn it all the way down. All the way down.
That is a great plan. The koi do not like that. The room does cool down.
I don't know what they like. They try to eat my face.
As it gets cooler in the room, the koi do become more submissive. And you can see at the bottom of this koi pond is some sort of one of those like porthole door things.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Turn it, it'll open. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's gonna take one of the other legs of the table and just like bat the fish away, so they like don't. They're not. So just like, and then she's gonna grab, do the thing.
Okay. I'm gonna have you do one roll to hold your breath. Give me one survival roll for holding your breath, unless you can think of another.
No,
That's the best one for breath holding.
Yeah, I mean, survival.
Yeah.
It's all.
Yeah.
I was gonna
Let's do
say,
that.
yeah. Okay, cool. Let's see what we have. Oh, 16. Cool.
Great. So a lot of things happen at once. You unscrew the porthole, and then like the water definitely rushes somewhere. Unfortunately, with how you are stationed in order to like open the porthole, you kind of fall through this tidal wave of now sleeping koi fish and water, and you come out into a utility corridor on like a gym mat, but you're also soaking wet now.
Cool.
Please roll me a d20. Leia Mackenzie, Slayer of Koi Piranhas. That were not piranhas, but we'll make it happen for you.
Koi piranhas. 16.
Give me another d20 roll.
Did you not like the fact that it was above a certain number?
No, it's just someone else already had a 16.
I just rolled another 16.
Well, I guess it's
15.
15. I'll give you 15 on that. All right. Okay. And then we will have Link do their room, and then we will finish up this first episode. So, Leia, remember 4 and then add 15 to wherever you had that. You are now also in the utility corridor behind everything else in the mall. You think you can hear some people but you're not quite sure because it's a very big, long utility corridor.
Okay.
Link, door number 5 had a shield on it. What do you think your room is themed after?
Probably a fight. Maybe something potentially medieval.
Well, that is
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, that is a good guess because as the lights come up, the only real light is from a fireplace in Ye Old Tavern escape room. You realize very quickly you are in a very mini Dungeons and Dragons-esque fantasy escape room.
I need one.
And this mini tavern, you have a first floor, stairs to a second floor. There is a bar area with some mugs on it, and there is a fireplace.
Okay. Well, since there's mugs on a tavern counter, and I'm the only person here, I'm gonna go check out the mugs.
They are empty mugs. They are clay and earthenware, though, so they are kind of neat, but they are empty.
Cool. Is there anything behind the bar?
No, you'd think there would be. There's nothing behind the bar.
Okay. These mugs are probably important. So, you know what? They're clay and earthenware, and I still have 2 cans of soda. I'm gonna go ahead and fill one up with the open can, and just leave the can on the counter and wander around with a clay earthenware mug.
Unfortunately, when you go to pick them up, they seem to be glued down, and there must have been some holes at the bottom because whatever you put into them did not stay in them. You are now down a soda, sadly.
Oh. Well, I want to save the other one, so I'm gonna hold on to it. Might as well go check out the fireplace next.
It is a fake fireplace.
Okay.
Give me an alertness roll for the fireplace.
I thought I was gonna follow the theme. 2, 4, 8.
Well, the 7 is so. I mean, there are some fake logs in here, which is kind of nice. But it just looks like a back of a fireplace to you.
I mean, if I actually go inside and look up because it's fake, does it actually have a hole going up?
It doesn't really have enough space for you to. I will give you, if you would like to try a finesse to see if you can get behind the fireplace, you totally can.
I'm not trying to get behind it. It's just, duck my head in and look up. Normally, the smoke for the fire is supposed to go up.
When you look up, it just looks up into blackness. It doesn't seem to be a real. It doesn't have the potential to have a flue.
Fair enough. All right. Well, it sounded like there was a second floor, right?
Yeah, there are stairs.
All right, I'm gonna go upstairs.
There's not so much a second floor as there is a door at the top of the second floor with a big lock on it. But, the stairs kind of go to a door, but, there's not even, a landing.
Just stairs to a door. Oh.
Stairs to
my
a
exit.
door.
Where's the light coming from?
The light is coming from the fake fireplace.
Okay. Can I move the logs?
Give me a brawn roll, please.
I haven't gotten even a single double digit yet.
No, they are apparently as bolted down as the jugs are, which is very annoying. But you can see like where the orange and yellow bulbs are like beneath them. So it's pretty evident that it's like not supposed to be a real fire.
Okay. Now none of the cups on the counter moved, right?
None of them moved. They are sturdy.
Okay. Can I walk behind the counter?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it like a solid piece of wood, or does it have cabinets, or?
There are cabinets, but they all have that same big lock that the door upstairs has.
How many tables are here?
3.
How many chairs are at the tables?
There are 2 chairs per table.
6 cups, 2 chairs per table. If I look inside the cups, is there anything inside of them? Numbers, anything like that?
Give me an alertness. Actually, give me a performance roll. Got a 2.
That's my second snake eyes of the night.
I would like to let you know, if you specialize in anything for performance, you do have a story point. We are at the beginning of the adventure, so you don't necessarily need to hoard your story points unless you really want to.
I might as well use it now. There's no reason not to.
Yeah.
To re-roll that, because I'm looking at all these low numbers and I'm going, do I really want to waste my story point? Because my dice luck is always terrible.
I mean,
let's try
it. I mean, a 2 is pretty low, so there's a good chance you're going to be higher than a 2. Like, the odds are
my highest roll tonight out of 5 dice rolls has been a 7. I don't know. Odds are I should get something higher than that eventually.
I believe in you.
I beat my number. I did.
You got an 8, yeah.
I still haven't gotten a double digit.
Okay, so with this 8, I will give you that it's very hard to see in any of them, but in one of them you do make out the number 3, but very faintly. But it's enough to know that 3 is important. Like, you found a number.
All right, it's time to check the bottom of the chairs.
You check the bottom of the chairs. You turn over one nearby that has a 1 on it. You turn one over nearby that has a 4. By the time you get to number 3, you realize that one of the legs on this chair is different than the other ones when you turn it over.
Okay.
And
sorry, go ahead.
What would you like to do? What role would you like to do for when these legs are different than the other?
Now, these are chairs, with a back, or are these stools?
Chairs with a back.
Okay.
Because stools are one at a tavern.
Okay. Since this leg is different, I guess I'm gonna try and... I don't know. I can... I guess I'm gonna just try and actually punch one of them off, or maybe kick it. It's probably better. While it's just sitting down, just try and kick it loose.
All right, for kicking, give me. I'm gonna have this be an athletics for this one for a specific reason. Please give me an athletics.
Hey, it's my first double digit of the night.
Hey, there you go. So the reason I had you do that as athletics is because you were doing a whole fulcrum sciencey thing, trying to hit a specific point on it, with the kick, and you do, and there's this sound from within it. This leg is hollow, and as it breaks, you see the top of a key from within it.
Awesome. I'm gonna go over to the cup with the 3 and like try and stick it point first into the cup.
It just kind of is on top of the cup.
Okay, all right. If it doesn't fit in the cup, I'm gonna go to the door and see if that works.
It does unlock the door, and you are at the top. Do you open the door? It unlocks the door. You hear it unlock the door.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna open the door.
Yes. So you open the door, and it unlocks, and you are in a utility corridor at the back of the mall. Please roll me a D20. And 8. Wherever you have the number 5, please add 08 to that. Scroll too far. All right. So as we close out this first part of the adventure, I will let you know. I will not tell you exactly what those numbers mean yet. But what's going to happen is that Felix, Jules, and Link, you're all going to see each other. And Alex and Leia, you're going to see each other. And that's going to be at the start of the next episode, where you all meet up in your little groups at the back of the utility corridors of the new Centurion Ridge Ultra Mall. Congratulations on escaping the room and making through the first episode. I am your GM, Zordon / Panabon / Panajon in the shared Power Rangers Rem Alternis now cinematic universe, because we're not just doing a podcast, we're also doing a live stream. Join us here at Rem Alternis. I think we stream like 6 days a week now. I think we pretty much got something every day, more or less. Coming up tomorrow with Gen Con TV, Rules of Cole interview, followed by Isabit's leading Blades in the Dark, which I am also hoping to do for the Streamathon. I'm very excited about Blades in the Dark for that. Friday night is going to be the first episode of Well of the Worlds, which Isabit's is also in, correct? And Link. If you like... And Link, okay, yes, wonderful. And if you like Prowlers and Paragon, it has kind of a Prowlers and Paragon. It's that system, but with a bit of a different feel to it. The GM is Michael Serberg from Mobius Worlds, right? Did I get that name right? I don't know if I got that name right. Shame and dishonor on me forever.
But I just spaced, okay. So give me just a second.
Tune in on Friday night to see who the GM of that game is. This Saturday morning,
yes,
there
is correct.
No D&D. Oh, okay, I got it right. Yay! This Saturday morning there is no D&D, but do feel free to check out our YouTube channel and sign up for the Streamathon. Sometimes we do Duck Duck Goose or Goose Goose Duck, whatever the murderous duck game is. Sometimes we do that on Saturday night here at REM, so join us in our Discord. Sunday night is going to be like clockwork, because we are always here like clockwork. Paranormal Albany is not back this Monday. I do know what date they're coming back, so they are still off for break. And then on Tuesday should be Shadowrun Chicago Missions, and then we're at next week, so it's next Wednesday. We are every other week, so next Wednesday will be Shadowrun Denver, and then us again on the 22nd. So we're like an every other week thing, but there's something going on every Wednesday until Shadowrun Denver moves over to the Shadowcasters YouTube network, which has been told to me that will all be done by April. But for now, Shadowrun Denver is still live streaming here. High quality content all around. Thank you. Thank you to the players. I can call 2 of you Rangers. I can't call you all Rangers yet, but I want to thank you to the players. I look forward to our next chance to get one step closer to greatness and having morphing time. Thank you to everyone that tuned in for the pilot episode. And have a great night, everyone. Be safe, be well, and take care of each other, and may the power protect you.